Hi, this is Eric Erb from the Eric Erb Show Live. I want to talk to you today about a subject that's close and dear to my heart, and that is healthcare. You can find me online at theericerbshow.com, also on Twitter, twitter.com/The Eric Erb Show, and of course on anchor.fm. The Eric Erb Show Live. You can find me here as well. If you want to donate to help keep this program on the air and going, if you get anything out of these podcasts, all you folks out there listening to this, please give me thumbs up, subscribe, and I'd love to have your support as well. Okay, let's get back to healthcare. I've been in and out of healthcare on and off once or twice for over 20 years. I've worked in a couple hospitals. I've worked in surgery centers, running the facilities department and different things and biomedical repair. I've also worked in retirement communities. I've worked in nursing homes, ALFs, assisted living facilities, for those of you who don't know what that is. I've been in and out of healthcare for a while. I have definitely a lot of experience in healthcare. And I want to just say, on my side of things, I see what's going on in healthcare and how fucked up this system is here in the United States. For those of you listening out there, this will be explicit. There might be some graphical language, so I apologize for that beforehand or after the effect. But it really burns me up. I've seen a lot of close friends go bankrupt just trying to take care of their loved ones and keep them alive with our broken, fucked up system. It's broken and it's fucked up because we elect to Congress people that say they're going to do something and they don't do it. What we always fail to see is the people in the Congress are elected officials here in the United States. They might be elected by the people, but they do not represent for the people. They're not for the people. They're for the big business. They're for the big lobbyists, the big pharmaceutical companies, these lobbyists with the hospital associations and different things like that. That's who these people represent. They don't represent for the people. If you're that dumb out there and you think an elected official, you're that naive and that fucking dumb, and you think an elected official is going to represent you and your state or your county or your district, you're full of shit. And I'm sorry to say that, but that's the honest to God's truth. You need somebody to tell you the absolute truth. The system is broken. I never voted for him. Obviously, you know where I stand. I'm going to tell you right now. I didn't care for President Obama at all. However, he was the president. At least he tried to do something. He tried to put in place something called Obamacare a few years back before Trump got elected. Now, President Trump has come in, him and his administration, and kind of taken that Obamacare since he's been elected since 2016, he's taken Obamacare apart piece by piece. Well, there's pros and cons. Obama was taxing people because they couldn't pay for health care. He was taxing the crap out of people. People would have to pay a penalty. If you guys even remember that, the government was trying to impose a penalty on people that didn't take up their Obamacare. And like it or not, I honestly have to admit something. Out of all the presidents, and we're going way, 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 way back to the presidents after JFK, we're going back to basically, in my years, we're going back to Carter, Ford, and going forward now, if that tells you how old I am, obviously. I can remember healthcare has always been broken. But back to my point, Obama at least tried to do something. People will argue it's fucked up. I agree. People will say if you can, as Obama would run around touting his healthcare program, if you like your doctor, you can keep it. If you don't like your doctor, you don't have to. So nothing's going to change, and all that rhetoric and bullshit. But the bottom line is at least Obama tried to do something. That's more than I could say for any other bastard here that's been elected other than President Trump. So you got to figure all the presidents that's been before Obama, nobody did shit. You had Clinton, you had Bush #1, you had 2 of G.W. Bush, you've had Ford, you've had Carter. It just goes on and on and on, and nobody has done shit to fix the broken American healthcare system. Well, the system needs to be overhauled. These countries, Europe, Canada, they all have a healthcare system. Is their healthcare system perfect? No, fuck no. Their healthcare system is not perfect. Do they give almost as good as quality care? Not really. Some might. There are some places around the world that might give almost comparable care to the United States, but it's still fucked up. I mean, you go in example and you have a heart bypass, okay, a single heart bypass. You're going to come out of that, maybe between 150 and 250 poor after everything's said and done. Depends on how the doctor, if there was any complications, if they have to do any specialized surgery, or if the surgery takes longer, they have to call in more specialists because they're having issues. I mean, on and on and on. A lot of things people don't think about. Surgery in a human body, they can look at a picture, but it's not always cut and dry. The human body, what people forget, is not a cut and dry copy and paste type of thing. It doesn't work like that. That's not the reality. There's always going to be complications. I tell people that, haven't been, again, in and out of healthcare for many years. There's always going to be something fucked up. Always. You can count on it. I'm not being negative. That's just a fact of life. Everybody's body's different. You might have cancer. You might have cysts. You might have fibroids. Who knows what? There's up to billion million things that can go wrong in your body. And sometimes the doctors don't know that until they actually cut you open and see what the fuck's going on inside your body. So my argument is we have to do something. I hope and pray once President Trump gets through this half-ass cluster fuck of impeachment and he goes on to be vindicated, I hope and pray that his next 4-year term, they can work on health care and we can get this broken, fucked up plan that's causing millions of people to go broke. We can redo this plan, scrap it, start from square one, and get something that actually lasts for generations and generations. Because I don't know how you feel, but anybody out there that has kids, you don't want to pass your debt if you die onto your kids. Oh, geez, I had a double heart bypass. There's $500,000 I can't pay. I'm died, and so I'm going to leave that debt to my kids and all kinds of stupid shit like that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. And a lot of companies, these pharmaceutical companies, are in business to make money. They're in business to get customers. Do you think these pharmaceutical companies want to heal you? Fuck no. The only thing they want to do is make money. That's all they want to do. They're greedy. They're greedy ass fucking devils and bastards. They don't care. They care about you? Yeah, right. I got a bridge to sell you in Poland somewhere. I mean, give me a break. Give me a fucking break. These companies don't give a rat's ass about you. They want you to stay on their meds when you become a customer so they have profitability. Any of these natural cures, I'll give you an example like CBD oil, which is a derivative of marijuana in the lesser form. It doesn't get you high or anything like that. And a lot of people are turning to that for their kids, for their family, for their personal use. And I think that's a good thing. But the pharmaceutical industry is raising hell, jumping up and down. They can't stand that. Why? because it cuts into their bottom line. You don't understand. You have to look at, you see, people out here listening to this podcast, you have to look at yourself as like a business. The doctor, when the doctor sees you and diagnoses you and you have something like a plugged up artery and you need bypass surgery, or they're going to put a stent in or whatever the hell they're going to do to you, and you're laying on the table, that's business. You're the customer and he's going to supply the service. Okay. And in order to keep you as a customer for a while, he's going to prescribe certain medications you have to take, maybe blood thinners and different things. If you have a bypass surgery, he's going to prescribe all that. The pharmaceutical company, because they're in bed with the doctor usually about 90% of the time or more, they're going to say, okay, here, prescribe them this, prescribe them that. And they're going to make money too. You see everything? You see where I'm going with this conversation? Everybody along the way, including the hospital, the doctor, the pharmaceutical company, everybody's making money. Everybody. You're a gold mine until you die. And then when they bury you, they're still going to charge your family anyway for dying. They're still going to charge them an arm and a leg to bury your ass. So you got to understand it's all about money. People never understand that in this country. We're the smartest, most economically country in the world. We have all the resources. Everybody dies to come to this country, but they never stop and realize that these people in Congress and these people in the pharmaceutical industry, these people in the medical industry, you're just a number to them. You're nothing but a fucking number. And you have a dollar sign, and whatever procedure they diagnose you, that's the dollar sign they're going to make off you. They don't give a shit about you. So when you understand that and put that into perspective, you'll understand, even though, again, I've been in the healthcare industry, you'll understand why I have a very cynical attitude. And I'm not saying everybody's like that. There are good doctors. There's good doctors. There's good nurses. There's people. There's a couple, I wouldn't say a lot, but maybe a couple hospitals that are ran actually halfway decent, that actually pretend like they give a shit about you, but very few and far in between. So let me know what you think of this conversation. This is Eric Erb live from the Eric Erb Show, signing off. Thank you. And you can find me at twitter.com/The Eric Erb Show. You can find me on anchor.fm, The Eric Erb Show Live. And you can find me on the web at theericerbshow.com. Thanks and have a good day.